around the country that we're going to go, and it's been known. It's known in our business, and it's known around the Seminole family how amazing of a broadcaster Gene Deckerhoff is. But to be able to experience the person here over the last couple of months has been inspirational. To be able to know how hard he worked and the time that he put in, I'm going to do my best to carry on his level of excellence in my own way.
So this is probably the best question I'm going to ask you all day, and now I want to know, who did he say has the best food?
Gosh, he loves New Orleans. Good spread down there.
Come on,
yeah. Goes without saying, right? Had good things to say about the Superdome, and we lost that a little bit through COVID, and so I think everybody's kind of bouncing back with all of that stuff, trying to reconnect with the old ways, I guess.
Hard-hitting questions only on ABC 27. We have a lot more, though, coming up on Crescent City Clash, Florida State versus LSU. But first, we wanted to ask you, after last week's Week 0 win over Duquesne, what position group are you most excited to see go against the Tigers tonight? The running backs and that triple threat they have going, the improved offensive line, a bolstered wide receiver group, or that stout defensive line? Your answer coming up. We asked and you answered. What position group are you most excited to see tonight against LSU? Not a big surprise here. It's that running back trio, all of whom rushed for over 100 yards apiece last weekend against Duquesne. The first time ever Florida State has had 3 100-yard rushers in the same game.
That was my vote, too. Preparation is key no matter who you are. The Florida State Athletic Department has a whole nutrition team for that. Jaden Hamill is the Director of Performance Nutrition for the Seminoles. She makes sure this team is eating what they need so you can see their best version. But what may surprise you is how they're eating, from fueling the Seminoles properly to making sure they recover. Jaden's done the research, so this team is ready to go, but also so they enjoy the process in getting there.
Fueling the Florida State football team is a science.
Animal crackers have been really popular recently. And of course, the #1 popular item here at Florida State, the fruit snack.
Even when that science is used for picky eating football players.
People were like, okay, well, why don't you buy them Cheerios and stuff like that? It's like, well, they won't touch it. I have to buy the stuff like the Cinnamon Toast Crunch and things like that, but it's just, that's when the education comes in. It's like, okay, if we're gonna eat Cinnamon Toast Crunch, we need to partner that with the protein and have it that way.
Jaden Hamill is the Director of Performance Nutrition for the Seminoles.
A lot of people who don't work in sports assume that we feed our guys chicken breast, brown rice, green beans, but the guys aren't going to eat that. That's not their palate.
Her job? To keep this football team healthy.
People like to overcomplicate the food, overcomplicate the diets. So we're here to help kind of make it simple again. We make sure you enjoy your food, but we also know the science behind it, so that way you're eating to perform, but also eating because you enjoy your food as well.
Catering towards their specific needs and tastes.
You see you got grab one?
I do got red popcorn.
Sun chips. I used to eat this in middle school.
Probably applesauce.
3? I usually get cream cheese with the granola bar. If I'm down in weight, I'll get an Uncrustable. They call it a good day and go.
I have to find snacks and compromises to find ways, okay, how can I get them their carbohydrates in? How can I get their protein needs in ways that they can still enjoy it too?
For Hamill and her staff, the goal is to make sure this team is fueled for peak performance.
Peanut butter crackers are great for our athletes because not only do they provide carbohydrates,
and when their work is done, make sure they recover and are ready to go again.
The last thing we want is a wasted workout. So we want to make sure that after they work out, they're getting the hydration they need, the food they need, everything they need to recover, and that way for the next lift, for the next workout, for the next game, they have plenty of energy to do the next thing.
And do it well.
Now, don't worry. After a workout, these guys are getting in a good, healthy meal. Jaden told us what they really try to do is educate their athletes, so when they leave Florida State, they can take everything they've learned with them for a healthier life. She said they also respect athletes' choices on food and work to cater their diet so they can continue to perform at an elite level. Coming up on Crescent City Clash, Florida State versus LSU. A look inside Picked, a vintage clothing store in Tallahassee, and how they're bringing memories back to life for some of their customers. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
27.
Welcome back to Crescent City Clash, Florida State versus LSU. The countdown to kickoff, it's ticking down, Kyle, as Florida State is set to face LSU in the All-State Louisiana kickoff in New Orleans at 7:30 tonight right here on ABC 27.
Now, it might be too late to bring out the swag for this game, but for future games, if you're into throwback gear, now we have you covered.
Absolutely. There's a huge market for vintage clothing, and Tallahassee's Doug Ramos saw that. Picked was born, vintage clothing, ready to wear. And for Doug, seeing his hobby turn into a business is more than he could have ever dreamed.
Hey guys, welcome in. My most favorite thing about this is when we can put a piece of clothing with somebody who has a connection to it.
This is like the formal that we both went to. Wow. Like 30 years ago, yeah. Just super hyped on it.
Obviously a lot of what we sell is just people that think, oh, this is a cool shirt. But the really rewarding moments are when somebody says, oh my gosh, I can't believe you have this. You know, my mom had this, or my dad had this.
It's that feeling of bringing the past back to life that got Doug Ramos hooked on antiques and vintage clothing over a decade ago.
I just found an old FSU sweatshirt, and it just kind of snowballed from there.
Doug owns Picked.
Any white shirt in here is usually washed about 4 or 5 times.
A vintage clothing store in Tallahassee.
The pop-up was supposed to start at 4 o'clock, and the first person got there at 2:45 and grabbed a chair and started a line. I thought to myself, okay, this might be something more than just like a little side hobby.
A hobby that's turned into a business.
There you go.
Picked open brick and mortar in the spring of 2021.
You never know what you're gonna find. I call it like a modern day treasure hunt. You know, I get to every single day have the potential to look at something and buy something that I've never ever seen before. That I then get to share with the world.
A snapshot of the past.
When you first come in here, like, you'll have a full rack, but like by the time we're done, like the clothes will fit like in one little section. Like we just moved through so much.
That lives on in the present.
The journey of a t-shirt from when somebody bought it 30 years ago and where it can travel between them is pretty incredible. That's the tricky part, is uncovering it and like getting it back out into the market so people can enjoy it again.
And keep those connections going for years to come.
Top 5 favorite stories ever. I was telling it, my parents went to Florida State, so my mom has a bunch of vintage clothes. They're actually worth something, and I'm a huge history buff, so I was all over that store.
Now, I have a question for you. Yeah. So where does Doug find all of the clothing that he sells?
Everywhere. He finds it locally. People come in, they sell it to him. He buys from Canada, Thailand, cleans it all up, washes it. He makes sure it's good enough quality to sell. It's actually kind of cool. He walked me through the process. I mean, it's detailed. He said he has clothes all over his house, but his wife, she lives with it. She's okay with it.
Now, you were telling me last night that it's not just Florida State stuff that he's selling.
No, he's not. There's vintage clothing in general. So you have professional teams in there. He actually has a Florida A&M section, which is really cool. He said FAMU vintage clothing is actually harder to find because FAMU fans are rabid. They don't get rid of their stuff. The coolest part, though, I think, Doug started with antiques. So he's got some of his personal collection inside of Picked. He's hung it on the walls. It was behind him in that interview. He's actually got memorabilia dating back 60 and 70 years. So it's actually kind of cool to just go in and look at it all.
Now, another question that I have, if we're just wondering here, I wonder what Jeff Culhane has stopped in and bought, if anything.
That's one thing I actually didn't ask him when I sat down one-on-one with him, Kyle, but we did talk about a lot of other really random things.
Garnet or gold?
Garnet.
Well, I can tell. We got a lot of garnet on today. Favorite sport to watch?
When I was younger, I would say basketball. Love football, obviously, but I'll say this. I love watching golf on TV.
Really?
As I've gotten older, I've enjoyed Saturday and Sunday afternoons in the summertime. Just kind of quiet, relaxed. If I don't have anything going on, I enjoy watching golf.
Favorite major?
The Masters.
Oh, there we go. Have you been?
I've not. Would love to go. Anybody who wants to go to Augusta, let me know. I'm in.
There you go. Sign him up. Yeah. Favorite sport to play?
Growing up, it was basketball.
Yeah.
I am not the basketball body type, but I grew up in a town where the hoops were big. And so it would have been basketball, baseball, and football for me in that age.
Mm-hmm. The biggest interview you've ever done?
Oh, gosh. Man, I'm trying to just do this justice because you do do sports talk and you do 2-3 a day. When I was at Nebraska, I hosted Tom Osborne's monthly radio show, which was an hour long. And a lot of connections between Coach Osborne and Bobby Bowden. And so I think there's probably a lot of similarities between the two. I never got a chance to meet Coach Bowden. I did see him one time when he got inducted into the WVU Sports Hall of Fame in Morgantown. And when I saw him, his presence in the press box at Milan Puskar Stadium where West Virginia plays football, everybody was drawn to him. And then I got the same feeling around Bobby Bowden as I did when I was around Tom Osborne. Every time I was around Coach, you just felt them in the room, even if they didn't say a word.
You're here at Florida State now, but before here you were at North Dakota State. And anybody that follows college football, especially FCS football, knows North Dakota State. You got to do so many cool things covering them. What did you learn from that, take away from that, again, that you carry with you, and maybe, I don't know, maybe change the way you look at some things or change your style a little bit, or, again, you have to do a lot of really cool stuff. Kind of jealous.
I think it, what I took away from my time at NDSU was the way that place operates is so unique and special. And, I think we're here, that's where we're trying to get back to, right, from a Florida State standpoint. And I'm excited to be a part of that journey here as well with Mike Norvell and his staff as they have, Coach, getting to know him over the last few weeks, the last month. He sees where he wants it to go. He has the vision. The blueprint is there.
Talking about just the things you're excited to do, to meet the people, meet the teams, the players. Let's talk about this podcast that you've started, Behind the Mic. You've had some really cool guests on. I mean, Warwick Dunn was on. You've talked to the assistant coaches, some of the head coaches here at Florida State. Kind of the idea behind that and why you decided to do it.
Yeah, with this position, it's a little bit different than just being the play-by-play announcer. The official title is Director of Broadcasting at Florida State University and with Seminole Sports Properties with Learfield. And, I just want to bring a little more. You guys do such a great job. I mean, the media in this town is phenomenal in covering Florida State University and FSU athletics. I just want to peel back the curtain a little bit more, if we can, and provide some more access for the great fan base. And, I've had a lot of experience in doing daily sports talk shows and podcasting, and so to be able to take that experience from prior places and incorporate some of that knowledge into what we can add here is, I hope, beneficial, and I hope fans enjoy it. That's the goal, and we've been lucky so far.
So he's a Garnet guy. I feel you on the Garnet, Jeff. There's going to be a lot of Garnet and gold tonight, Kyle, inside of the Superdome.
Yeah, and we like to emphasize inside, yes. So weather not a concern. But what is the forecast looking like for our friends in New Orleans tonight, Cass?
Well, the unsettledness that was around our region for most of the week just gone by, now being replaced with high pressure. So that means the unsettledness has to go to the west, and it's going to be around the central Gulf region. So I do anticipate lingering clouds outside of the dome, maybe a few passing showers. It's just going to be typically humid, muggy, just feeling very thick outside with quite a bit of cloud coverage. I don't really foresee a lot of major storminess, but there will be some opportunities for some passing showers. And then as folks start to make their travel plans to return to our area, we'll still have at least some lingering moisture. Not very active when it comes to storms or anything too impactful, but, I'm better at weather forecasting than sports forecasting, but I just have a feeling that there's going to be a good reason to celebrate for the Noles later tonight. So post-game out on the Bourbon Street route, it's going to be mostly cloudy, humid, warm in the 70s, and locally speaking, with local celebrations going on, maybe a couple stray showers early in the early morning hours, but some breaks in the clouds are foreseen.
It's almost time for kickoff, guys. Coming up, we're talking to our television partner, Seth Lewis, about this LSU Tiger team.
But first, a little trivia for you. When was the last time the Seminoles played in New Orleans? Bonus points if you know the opponent and the score. The answer after the break. So we asked, when was the last time Florida State played in the Superdome? The answer, January 1st, 2003, when the Noles faced Georgia in the Sugar Bowl. The Bulldogs winning that game 26-13. Florida State, though, looking for a different result in the Dome tonight.
Welcome back to Crescent City Clash, Florida State versus LSU. It is almost time for kickoff, guys, as the Seminoles look to improve to 2-0 on the season for the first time since 2016. Florida State does have that advantage of playing that Week 0 game. And for LSU, this is the first time we'll see the Tigers under new head coach Brian Kelly. But this is not the first time this Seminole team has dealt with Coach Kelly. Joining us now, Seth Lewis from our sister station, KATC in Lafayette, Louisiana. Seth, how you doing on this fine Sunday evening?
Allison, football is back. I am doing well. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for joining us. I really appreciate it. He's our LSU insider tonight, guys. Going to ask the hard-hitting questions. Let's see how he does. Now, as I just mentioned, Seth, Florida State, familiar with Coach Kelly, but this is a different team than Notre Dame. And this Florida State squad, a little bit different than the teams he's faced. What has Coach said about what he expects from this Seminole squad tonight?
Well, he knows from his previous encounter with them last year that he's going to get a really tough-minded team from Coach Norvell. He's talked about just how impressed he was with that squad last year and how they even took them to overtime. And so he knows that their hands are going to be full. He also knows that Florida State does have an advantage by playing in Week 0 against Duquesne. But the advantage that LSU has is not playing, and obviously there's a new offensive coordinator, a new defensive coordinator versus who he had last year at Notre Dame.
Keys to this game, and I'm asking you to bet against the LSU Tigers here, Seth. What does Florida State have to do to get the win tonight?
Well, I think the biggest thing that Florida State has to do to get the win is, for one, if they can run anywhere close to what they did against Duquesne, I think they're in a pretty good position, obviously going for over 400 yards. Now, one of the strengths for LSU is their defensive line. They have 4 guys. There's a defensive lineman this year and next year, Jaquelin Roy and Mason Smith, who are both considered to be first-round picks in the 2023 and 2024 NFL draft. And then when you talk about their 2 defensive ends, and Ali Gay and B.J. Ojolari, those are 2 guys that are captains on this team, and they should also get picked very high in the draft. So that defensive line is pretty stout for LSU. But if Florida State can win the battle up front, I think that will bode really well.
Now, they announced this game was sold out. I've been to the Superdome. I know you're familiar with the Superdome, with New Orleans in general. For someone that has not been to the Superdome before, what can they expect?
It's loud. It can get very loud in the Superdome. I mean, it is a very unique venue. LSU fans certainly show up and show out in the Superdome, but I know that Florida State is going to be very deep inside of the Caesars Superdome. You can just expect that it is going to be a fun one for 60 minutes. At least that's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, and you mentioned the proximity to Baton Rouge. I mean, we're talking an hour's drive, guys, for this game tonight for these LSU fans. Seth, I'm going to put you on the spot. You got a score prediction for us?
Man, I have a score prediction for you. This one's going to be a little tough. And I know fans aren't going to want to hear this one, but I think that LSU is going to win a close one, 27-21. I think that the difference probably is the line of scrimmage. That's why I said that I think if Florida State is able to win that, I think that they have a really good chance of winning the game tonight. But I do think that's going to be the difference, and I do think that the pressure from LSU is going to have some type of effect on Florida State. And so that would be my prediction. But if Florida State won, I will say I won't be surprised. But 27-21, LSU winning in the end.
There you go, guys. Seth Lewis, ladies and gentlemen, from our sister station, KATC, sharing his LSU wisdom. Seth, thanks for joining us. Coming up after the break, Kyle and I are going to give you our score predictions. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Crescent City Clash, Florida State versus LSU. Kyle, time is ticking. We are getting closer and closer to kickoff. So now the most important part of the show, score predictions. Okay, I think this game is going to be close. Either way, I think a lot of it hinges on how this Florida State offense fares up against this LSU defense. We've talked so much about home field advantage, Baton Rouge only an hour away from New Orleans, so the Superdome is going to be loud. We know this. Florida State knows this. They've worked about this all week. I mean, this is no secret to them. The Seminoles' allotment of tickets, though, sold out first, so I fully expect Seminole fans to show up, show out. Don't think it's going to be a blowout, a critical mistake, a fumble, an interception. I think that's what seals it up. Florida State, they moved to 2-0. Close game, 27-24. And I'll make it pretty quick. I think Jordan Travis was phenomenal last weekend. I think he will be phenomenal again tonight. 31-17. Big winners for Florida State tonight. 2 touchdowns. All right. Again, guys, 7:30 kickoff right here on ABC 27. Be careful at the game. If you're there, stay safe, celebrating here in Tallahassee.